Did you know the first 1,000 years of a child's life is crucial for their health, growth, and brain development? This stage is the brain's window of opportunity, and surprisingly, this stage of life drastically impacts on a child's future and their forever life. High-quality early childhood education and care enhances children's social, emotional, and academic outcomes. High-quality early childhood education and care improves future and lifelong learning, and it reduces disadvantage risks. Extensive evidence has made clear that leadership significantly impacts on the quality of an education and care service. And more specifically, research proved that this is done through the guidance of teachers and educators. In 2012, this was finally recognised because in 2012, the Australian government initiated the establishment and implementation of the National Quality Framework. And within this was the mandatory requirement for all services across the nation to appoint an educational leader. The role of the educational leader was designed to target key areas that facilitate high quality, that being knowledge and practices of educators and teachers. The role of the educational leader is to guide and mentor all educators and teachers of the service, supporting them in their practices, planning, and programming of children. In recent studies, it was revealed that effective educational leadership does in fact raise the quality of an overall service. However, what was unclear is what the term effective means. Effective is a subjective term with no real clear definition. It was also made evident that educators appointed into the role, still 10 years on since its introduction, were unsure how to perform the role. This is where my study aims to address the gap in research. My study is investigating the role of the educational leader, in particular, the influential factors which contribute to the role. My study will make prevalent the internal and external factors that impact on the professional in the role, and therefore creating this awareness will prepare services for the recruitment, appointment, and retention of a suitable early childhood professional. And as a result of creating this understanding and awareness, directors will then be able to improve the quality of their education and care service for all children. Now, I am a young 25-year-old woman, and I do not yet have children of my own. However, someday soon, I do hope to. And it might not seem like it right now, but this research actually pertains to all of you listening today in some way or another. Because whether you are a parent yourself, an auntie, an uncle, a grandparent, or maybe you have a friend who has children, you were also once a child yourself. And wouldn't you want the children you know to have the best possible opportunities for those first 1,000 days of life? Wouldn't you want children to have access to high quality early childhood education and care all the time? Thank you for your time today.
Thank you very much. And I believe we have Teagan live now to answer any questions. Wonderful. Thank you very much, Teagan. Very important work for young children in the first days and weeks and months of their unfolding. So thank you. Does anyone have any questions? No questions at this point. We've all just had lunch and everyone's gone into a soporific state.
That's fine. That's completely fine.
I'm going to ask you a question. Where do you see this taking you in your career?
So I've always wanted to make a significant contribution to early education. So from doing my bachelor degree, then going on and doing my master's degree, and now in my Master of Research, all I have ever wanted was to make a significant contribution to early education, to somehow raise the quality of early education around Australia. So what I hope is that through my research, I can inform legislative policy in even a very small way to help raise that quality for all children.
Yeah, wonderful. And can I ask, does it extend to possibly training or professional development for educators, early educators?
So I haven't thought that far ahead at the moment. I would love for what comes out of my research to then develop into some type of training, particularly for the educational leader, because that's what I'm investigating. And a part of what I have actually identified through my literature review was the preparation, and in particular the training and the professional development of educational leaders in Australia is significantly lacking, and that does contribute to their lack of understanding around the role as well. So I do hope that perhaps my research can inform some future training.
Yeah, wonderful work. My youngest daughter's in early childhood, so it's an area that I'm particularly interested in. And you're absolutely right. It's so incredibly important to set young people up for their education for the rest of their educational careers and their lives to a large extent. So thank you for the important work that you're doing, and thank you for your poster and your participation in our conference. Thank you, Teagan. Thank you.